Hey guys, Mist here again for another video today, and we are back with our Houston Vikings franchise mode. Oh man, in the last episode, we were eliminated in the Stanley Cup final by the Montreal Canadiens, and unfortunately, it's kind of saddening. Not gonna lie. I'm hoping that we can have a good season in the next one. Now, I probably more than likely won't start the season in this next one because we have the draft ahead of us on the re-sign phase and also the free agency if we choose to sign anybody from free agency or not. Apparently, we just put McDonough on the block. So, out of curiosity, I'm going to check to see, do we have a first-round pick? If we do, it'll be late. We do. We have the 31st overall pick in the first round, so we'll see what that could land us. Don't plan on moving up. Wow, okay, there's an exact top four. There's two exact top fours projected in the top five. Wow, the top five is going to be bad as balls then. That's actually really bad. It's three high elite prospects. One's projected to go undrafted, so you never know. Could maybe try him. There's a few exact top sixes as well. If we could snag one of them, that would be nice. There's three projected in the first round, so we'll just have to wait and see when they go. But this draft does not look too strong as of right now. There's a lot of exact top fours, although two of them are projected in the top five. One's projected fourth or fifth, so that would be nice. Other than that, though, not too much. What about goalies? I still have yet to scout any goalies in this series, but when is the first projected goalie to go? So there's two goalies in the second round, two in the third. Now, I mean, after the performance we just had from Luukkonen, I don't know if we'll need another goalie. Is that Rick Nash? I'll edit the trade. We'll just see. Is that Rick Nash or is that Riley Nash? It's Riley Nash. I figured just because he was very cheap, but still, I'm not going to accept that. Thank you, though. Mironov for the... Okay, well, this is an interesting trade. A first and a second in this year, and this prospect named Mironov for McDonough. Now, I'm just going to look at Mironov just to see if he's any good. Medium top 6, 19 years old. 68 overall, definitely isn't bad. He's honestly a pretty solid two-way forward, but the thing is giving up McDonough. I don't know how I feel about that. McDonough didn't do great in the playoffs. Didn't have a great regular season either. I really do not know. Let's see. If we, just out of curiosity, who would our top four be without him there? We'd have Doughty, Vlasic, Shattenkirk, and Cole. So really, McDonough really helps out, even though he kind of just doesn't help out at the same time. I do not know, to be honest. Well, I don't really want to give up on McDonough, although, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to trading away McDonough and Vlasic to maybe get more offensive defensemen. Because, I don't know, Vlasic is gonna... Vlasic was just a rental anyways. We probably... I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to move Vlasic, but you never know. We'll see. So I'm not gonna trade away McDonough, and let's send him to our pick. All right, so let's go back in the first round just to see who has gone. So a medium elite, Banting went first overall, 81 overall, which is really good. But after that, it drops down to a 61 overall for the second pick. He's a medium elite power forward. The top two were medium elite power forwards, but a 20 overall difference. And high top 6, high top 4, medium top 4. There's only two elite players in the top 10. That is crazy. There's a lot of top 4 defensemen, but is there even a steal for this medium, or is there a steal medium elite? Wow. This has been a very poor draft. Only 2 elite players selected so far. Now, I mean... okay, well, those exact top 6 players I was looking at did go. I mean, we could go for Stokes, but more than likely he'd be a low, probably a low top 6. I couldn't really see him being a medium top 6 in the third round, although you never know. Anything could happen. So let's just sort it by projected again. and we'll see who I want to go after. So Kennedy, decent defenseman, although I haven't scouted him. Although since I haven't scouted him, he's a medium top 6 defenseman. That may not be bad. Mikanov, Mikanov, Helmerson, Rene, Turner. You know what? I'm feeling Kennedy. Just even though we haven't scouted him, medium top 6 potential may lead to him being half decent. I mean, there's only 3 players left that are really projected for the first round. I'm also looking at Para, a high top 4 defensive defenseman. You know what? Let's go with Kennedy. Ted Kennedy, defensive defenseman, 6'4", is a decent medium top 6, isn't great. And Montreal, we'll have to go back to see who Montreal got just out of curiosity. Is that an elite player? No, Ashton, though, who is a medium top 6. That's not bad. We'll sim to our next pick, and like I said, to be honest, I do not know when it is. Decline that trade. So it's another second rounder. Or not another second rounder, but it is our second rounder. Let's see. So, anybody good that has went? Or is there anybody good that has gone? Has there been another elite player? Pero is only a medium top 6. So glad we didn't take him, I guess. Not looking like a solid draft. Medium elite goalie, Nevins. And then also a medium elite defenseman to Anaheim. So there's 4 elite potential players now. Interesting. All right, let's make our pick, and we'll see what we can get. High elite. I mean, I know high elites aren't obviously accurate. Actually, wait, when is our pick in the third round, or do we even have a pick in the third round? Because if we don't, then I think we'll go with Stokes, just because. Okay, so we have a late third round pick, but Stokes is projected to go high in the third, I'm assuming, since he is so high up, and he is an exact top 6. You know what, we'll take a risk on him. Kelly Stokes, we'll take a risk on him and pick him up. Who was the elite player? It was Hedman. He's a defenseman. We'll see if he's any good. Low top 6 for Stokes. That's not great. But I do want to see now, is Hedman going to be any good? Out of curiosity, I hope I made a decent choice out of that. I mean, I hope Hedman isn't a player that I missed out on. That's really good. Like, if he's an elite potential player, that could be really bad. Another trade for McDonough, Darren Lyles. I mean, not bad, but I really don't know if I want to trade away McDonough or not. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, I could always look to make a trade, but we'll have to wait because I really don't know what I want to do. So Cizikas, never even saw him. He was a medium elite. Hedman was a low top 4, so arguably same potential that Stokes would have had. I mean, if you compare it forward to defense. So it's not a bad pick either, that's for sure. Now, heading to our next pick, let's see. Third rounder, what can we get? I mean, definitely wouldn't be bad to go for a goalie. We have Dupuis, who has no league interest. Vincent Dupuis. Don't know if I want to take him. And we've also got Eager. He has high league interest, though. Tristan Eager, projected 4th round. I mean, nobody else is projected for the 3rd round. You know what? Screw it. Let's just go with the goalie. We'll see. Medium fringe is not great. That's for sure. That kind of sucks, not going to lie. Anybody we missed out on in the 4th? We missed out. Well, I guess we should have gone with Dupuis. He was a medium starter. That's unfortunate. Payarvi was a medium starter as well. Didn't see him. Roning was a low elite, and I believe that was the first low elite of the draft. Yes, it was. So let's make our pick now. See if we get match that low elite, hopefully. Drummond, a defenseman. High top 9, Penczak. Owen Penczak, left wing sniper. 6'3", 17 years old. May not be a bad pick. I really don't know. Another goalie. Has high league interest. Vyacheslav Bobkov. A Russian goalie. Drummond. Dwayne Drummond, offensive defenseman. 18 years old. You know what? I think I want to go with Penczak just because he is 17 years old, and if he's got a decent-ish potential, then maybe, okay, never mind. Medium bottom 6. Nope, that was a bad pick. We have another one in the 4th round, though, so we'll see if we can redeem ourselves here. Now, Bobkov is still there, so you know what? Let's go with Bobkov. Can he be decent? Medium starter. All right, not bad. Drummond was a medium 7th, which is arguably the same potential as a medium bottom 6. I mean, it's not a great pick at all. Not a lot of great players currently in the 4th round, that's for sure as well. We'll go back to see what Montreal got, just out of curiosity. Our medium bottom 6, again, not great. Any low elites, another medium starter, Agon, never even saw his name. But it seems to be very poor. Low elite, Coachrain. No idea how you'd pronounce that. Alright, well, let's make our pick. Wow, everybody is listed as bottom 6 right now. This is really not good. Is there anybody that's still Livingston? Although there's exact top 9s. And I mean, to be honest, I think I'd rather the exact top 9s, because then that's at least a guaranteed decent player. I mean, we could always go for it. You know what? No, we're in the 6th. Are we in the 5th or are we in the 6th round? We don't. Whatever. We're gonna go with Mickelson or Mikkelsen, Don Mickelson. I don't know. Exact top 9 would probably be low top 9. Yeah. Okay. So there was nobody else projected to go in the 5th round, so there's not much we can do about that. Now in the 6th round, and let's see, we have a high top 9, an enforcer. High league interest, I mean, Terrence Shaw, 17 years old. Or Shirokov, Sergei Shirokov, medium top 9. We scouted him 2 less times than Shaw. How about Victor Prokhorkin? Prokhorkin? Sure, I don't know. Unknown potential. Literally don't know anything about him. But you know what? Screw it. Does he have decent league interest? High league interest. He's 19, but let's go for it. Just see medium bottom 6, okay? And what I'm assuming is our last pick in the draft, which is in the 7th round. Never mind. There wasn't another one. So I didn't get to draft that high lead player that was there, or that was on the board that was projected undrafted, but that's fine. Not that big of a deal. I mean, whatever. He probably wasn't going to be anything anyways. Let's advance to the re-sign phase now, and we'll see who we have to re-sign. It said Zadina. That is scary. Do we have to sign Doughty? Because Doughty is now not the leading scorer on our team. I mean, I'm pretty sure that means we have to sign Doughty now. If I would, wow, I didn't. Okay, I was gonna say I figured I would have signed him in the regular season, but this is not gonna be fun. He does not want an extension, so this could be very bad. Not like Doughty's even been that great of a defenseman for us. But you know what? I'd rather go like 3 years on him, and we'll give him like 8.8 million. I mean, more than likely he won't accept that, because when a player doesn't want an extension, it is hard as I mean, it's ridiculous to try and sign them. So we'll try it, but I mean, it's probably not going to happen. Now Vlasic, probably not going to bring back. Burakovsky, I would definitely like to bring back. That's for sure. He's been doing really good for us. I mean, we could lock him up for a little bit. 5 years, 6 mil. I mean, maybe that's a bit of an overpayment for an 84 overall. But I like that. Burakovsky's been good for us overall, so I think I would like to bring him back. Shattenkirk doesn't want an extension either, but I would definitely like to bring him back. 3 years, I mean, I'll give him 5.4 over the next 3 seasons, and we'll see if he accepts that. I mean, he probably won't accept that either. Zadina is going to want a new contract, although it is a cheap one, which is good. I mean, I could do 1 year at under 2 mil, or I could do 2 years at 3 mil. I mean, really, it gets kind of expensive, and I don't want to overpay him. You know what? I think we'll just go 2 years at like 2.8. Yeah, we'll go 2.8, 2.85. See if he accepts that. I really do not know. Connor Brown wants to come back to the team. We'll offer him a contract. We'll go 2 years at $1 million. See if he accepts that. He's still a really good depth player for us. Lund, don't know if we'll bring back. Valimaki, I would like to bring back, that's for sure. Let's bring him up to the end of his growth. 4 years, $1 million. Sure, why not? We'll see if he accepts that. Anybody else here? Sturm. I would like to bring Sturm back. That was one of the first goalies we drafted, so we'll give him another two-way deal. And then other than that, do not know. Well, prospects, probably not going to sign any more prospects. But let's go back. We do have other people to re-sign here. Vlasic, like I said, probably not going to come back. He doesn't want to either. Now, Palmieri, kind of a rental. Don't know if I want to bring him back. Ian Cole, I would say I should bring back. Although he's looking for a lot of money. Which I don't know how I feel about that. You know what? Wait, does he want? Yeah, he does want to come back. So, let's try 1 year at like $4.3 million. We'll see if he accepts that because he is looking for a lot of money, and I do not know if I want him long-term right now. Devon Shore, listed as a third line. I think we should go with Devon Shore. He doesn't want an extension, though. We'll see if we could get him. We'll go 2 years at $3 million. Just since he doesn't want an extension, we'll have to give him that extra bit of money. So, yeah, okay. Well, let's advance today, and we'll see how many of those players are coming back to the team. None of them may re-sign with us. I don't know. Shore rejected. Doughty rejected. Cole accepted. Brown rejected. Shattenkirk rejected. Burakovsky accepted. Valimaki rejected. Zadina accepted. Sturm accepted. All right, well, got about half of them, but still. Man, I feel like I should have known to at least try and re-sign Doughty throughout the regular season. I really thought, or I really didn't know that he was supposed to be unsigned here. And you know what? We're gonna give him we're gonna give him $9 million. I was gonna say we'll give him $1 mil more than what he wants, but we'll try $9 million at 3 years. I mean, he's just really, he's a core, he's a main piece to the success we had in this last season, because definitely him in the playoffs, he really worked out, I would say. So I'd kind of like to retain his services for that reason. Now, Shattenkirk, again, we'll try 3 years, but we'll probably have to go like 5.5. And to be honest, if he doesn't accept that, we may look to get a better defenseman. Palmieri, still don't know if I'm going to re-sign as well. Let's go. We'll advance it to him. We'll see what those players say. Doughty accepted. All right, that's good. Very glad. Although Shattenkirk rejected, so don't think Shattenkirk will come back to the team. But let's check the pending free agents to see who will be here. We have Saad, Parayko, Simmons, Vlasic, Shattenkirk, Palmieri, Nugent Hopkins, Slavin, Krejci, Lindholm, Moore, Tatar, Montour, Stahl. How about goalies? Let's see. Rask. 91 overall, Rask. 87 overall, Anderson. Oh, man. I don't know. We'll have to... frig. I mean, Brandon Saad obviously would be nice to bring in. Freaking 88 overall player. Let's go back to the contract situation. I mean, what will our team look like on paper right now if we don't bring back Palmieri, Vlasic, or Shattenkirk? Sort it by forwards. Sort by overall. Okay, so Johansson, Pasternak, Burakovsky, Hischier, 4. Markkanen, 5. DeBrincat, 6. DeBrus, 7. Zadina, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, well, I do want to bring Brown back. So we'll offer Brown another contract. We'll just give him what he wants. Does want an extension. Sure, still doesn't want an extension, but I'm willing to give him a little bit more money. 1 year, I gave him 3 mil, I think. So 1 year we'll do 3.3 million for him. Yeah, and I believe that would be our top 12. Lund, not going to bring back then. Korolev, prospect we never signed. Not going to sign him this year. Defensively, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we're basically losing our second pair. I mean, I guess McDonough could play top pair now with Doughty, but we're basically losing our second pair, which is very bad, to be honest, because this should be quite interesting. Valimaki, he didn't accept what we gave him before, so let's give him 3 years at 1.2 million. See if he likes that instead. I really don't know. I mean, we could see a jump out of Johansson or Liljegren, or even McIsaac maybe, Korolev maybe, Jocelyn maybe. Carlson, I think I might look to trade because it's just not going to happen. He just isn't. He just doesn't fit on this team. He never grew for us, really, unfortunately. So I don't know. Grubauer is our goalie, so I mean, definitely wouldn't be bad to get another goalie. That's for sure. And we have Eager and Bobkov, the 2 goalies we just drafted, but I don't think I will sign either of them. That's for sure. Well, okay, so Grubauer, I mean, I could definitely trade him away. Luukkonen could be the backup still. We have Herbass and Sturm in the AHL as well. That means Gravel could go, unless Gravel jumps past Sturm. Hopefully we see a jump out of Herbass as well, though. I really don't know. So maybe free agency could seriously help us out here. So, I mean, offering the contracts we just offered to Shore and Brown, we'll see if they come back with us. And if they don't, that could be bad. Shore accepted, Brown rejected, Valimaki accepted as well. So, let's go back for Connor Brown. I do want to bring Brown back, so please sign with us. Where is he? All right. Offer contract. 2 years. We'll give him 1.3 million over the next 2 seasons. That's not bad, to be honest. I mean, I'm looking at Lund. We could bring Lund back. View profile. He's listed as a 4th liner. He's still really good everywhere. You know what? Let's offer him a contract. He doesn't want to be re-signed, but we'll try it. We'll go 1 year. We'll give him 2.2 million, I guess. Yeah, we'll give him 2.2 million. See if he accepts that, and then hopefully those players re-sign with us. Then after that, man, I don't know. I'm really hoping Tuukka Rask goes to free agency. Brown accepted. Lund accepted. Okay. Now we're in the last 2 days of the re-sign phase. View. I didn't mean to click view contracts. I wanted to go to pending free agents. Come on. Come on. Come on. Pending free agents. All right, let's see. Slot is still there. That would be nice. That's for sure. That would round out our top line extremely well. Although defensively, not looking too great there. Vlasic and Shattenkirk are the 2 best defensemen there, and we're going to lose both of them. I mean, we could try to re-sign them in free agency. Rask is still there, though. That is good, because we'll probably have to sign Rask. Definitely would be a better goalie than Grubauer, although Grubauer had a good regular season, just not a very good playoff run. So I guess we'll send him to the free agency period. I don't need to sign anybody else. And then we'll see who is here now. Trade block, gone. We'll take those draft picks off the block. And let's see who's in free agency. So we need a top 4. I mean, Brandon Saad obviously wouldn't be bad to bring in, but we really need a top 4. Tara Vinan's an 85 and is looking for 7 million. Holy frig. That is ridiculous. I mean, he's listed as a first liner, but still, that is a ridiculous amount of money. Wow, actually, Carolina lost a lot of players. They lost Teravainen, Lindholm, and Slavin. That is quite the hit that they just took. Montour, good offensive defenseman. I mean, he's listed as a top 4. We could maybe bring him in, but he wants a lot of money. Now, I'm still thinking about Saad. Saad is obviously the big fish in the free agent club right now, but I really do not know what we could do. Let's see. Sorted by overall. Let's go forwards. So we could have a top line of Johansson, Pasternak, and Saad. But Hischier, Burakovsky, Markkanen, DeBrincat, and DeBrusk, I think, are all listed as second liners. Well, DeBrusk is listed as a third liner. So is Markkanen, but there's no doubt in my mind that Markkanen won't jump up. Same thing for DeBrusk. Same thing for Zadina. I mean, if those two jump up, or those three jump up to the second liners, that means we have 2 first liners, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 second liners. And I really don't know what I do for ice time at that point. I mean, this could be very interesting. Like I said, more than likely you would see DeBrusk, Zadina, and Markkanen all grow to second liners, so I really don't think I should sign a forward. But let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I mean, we have our forward core. We just really need to sign defensemen right now. Doughty, McDonough, Cole, and Ouellet, and Valimaki. I'd like to have Valimaki in the NHL. Just, I don't know if he'll get a jump or not. He's still listed as a depth defenseman, but I mean, his stats really aren't that great to be playing in the NHL if we do have him here. I really do not know what I should do. I feel like I need to sign 2 defensemen. And then goalies, I mean Rask as well. Because we'd have to trade away Grubauer. Yeah, Grubauer is really just a rental for us as well. Although a rental that wasn't on an expiring deal. So, you know what? Let's definitely go offer a contract to Rask. Right now, let's see. He is still here at least, right? Hopefully. Come on, game. You can do it. Work for me. Oh, I went to defenseman, that's why I was so confused. Alright, goalie. So Rask is still there. 91 overall. He wants 4 years at 34. No. I'll give him 2 years, though. No other teams are interested in him, but I'm still going to give him more money in case teams do become interested in him. So 2 years at 7 mil, just like Talbot in the Winnipeg series. So we'll offer him that. See if he decides to come here with us. That'd be interesting. That would be really nice if he did. A 91 goaltender could definitely help us. That's for sure. Now back to forwards. Sort of by potential, just see any prospects. Wholly low elite prospects. Wow, I mean, we really don't need to bring in any defensemen. But we'll definitely offer contracts to the low elite forwards. How do I say those names? Broyette and then Kovosari? I don't know. So Livingston, Celios, Cuff, and Kvasha are 4 low elite defensemen. But like I said, I really don't think I need to bring them in. Let's see. Maybe I could bring them in. I really don't know what we could do because we don't have the room defensively. So you know what? You know what we need to do right now? We need to find a defenseman. I think I might even go for a marathon episode in this one. I haven't done it in a long time. So let's go skaters matching the block, and let's look through some teams. Anybody have a defenseman that I can take? Man, wouldn't be a bad defenseman. Was he the one that was just drafted? No, okay, that was a few years ago, but 74 at 20 isn't bad. High top 4, so I'm looking for a top 4 defenseman. Calgary doesn't have it. Carolina doesn't have it. Chicago has Taves on the block. He's listed as a second liner now. What an expensive deal. Colorado has Tyson Barrie. That's not bad. I'll write that down. Barrie on Colorado. Well, that's definitely a possibility. A lot of value, but it's a possibility. We'll come back to it. Don't have a top 4 there. Alexiak, not a top 4. Nobody there. Yandel, not really a top 4, and his contract is dreadful still. Nobody on Florida, Los Angeles, or Minnesota. Nothing for us in Montreal or Nashville or New Jersey or New York Defenseman, no. I mean, Dion Footoff's there, but his contract is dreadful. Swift, a medium elite defenseman, and McNaughton, a medium elite defenseman, but they are both extremely young. I mean, we could get them, but it's not helping us now, and I want it to help us now. Jojanovic wouldn't help us now. It's a good prospect defenseman, but same thing for Jokinen, 21, 63, probably won't even make the NHL anyways. Verada, same thing, good prospect defenseman, but probably won't make the NHL. Washington and Winnipeg. So really, I mean, the only good good top 4 defenseman that was there is Tyson Barrie. So we're gonna look at this. Skaters matching the block. What am I doing? All right, let's see. So we have a few players I would be looking to use in here. Not Valimaki. Where is he? Carlson doesn't have a lot of value, but it would be a person we'd have to use in this. And Grubauer and probably Gravel as well. Could they take that? They'd have too many goalies. That sucks, not gonna lie. So we'll get rid of Gravel. I have plenty of cap space, but they can't take any goalies, so can't use Gravel, can't use Sturm. Could use Eager, but we just drafted him, so let's see. I really don't know. We'll sort it by potential, I guess. So Vanainen, still don't want to get rid of him, just in case. Anderson probably. He's really not going to make the NHL, is he? 61 overall, 21 years old. I mean, he's medium elite, but he would really help this trade go through. Probably wouldn't even have to use Carlson or Grubauer in this. We might even be able to get something back, Barrie for Anderson. This is interesting. Let's acquire a draft pick. Can we get a 4th from Colorado as well? Trade rejected. Okay. Is it good to go through 1 for 1? No, it's not. All right. So you know what? A player that we need to get rid of is Grubauer. Actually, I shouldn't trade away Grubauer yet. That means I'm not gonna make that trade yet because I do need to see if Rask does sign with us. But again, I do want to see. I mean, we have so many prospects on this team. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with all of them. Like Vanainen, prospect. Jocelyn, prospect. Jakola, prospect. McIsaac, prospect. Valimaki, not really a prospect anymore. Buma, prospect. Korolev, prospect. Arnott, prospect. We have so many players we can move out here. Tikhonov, Stokes, players we just drafted, not going to move them out. Ratcliffe, Rosichka, they are both not even going to make the NHL. I mean, they'd be good for the AHL, but still. I really do not know. We have so many players here. Like, let's just go to defensemen really quickly, sorted by overall. So we have players that we... Okay, wait, so we've got 1, 2, say we get Barrie, that's 3. Cole, 4, Willette, 5, Valimaki, 6. That would be our 6th defenseman. And then we don't have a depth defenseman, which we'd probably have to sign one. Then we have Johansson, Liljegren, McIsaac, Carlson, Korolev, Jocelyn. Anderson won't make it. Buma probably won't make it. Jakola probably won't make it. And then Kennedy. So, I mean, realistically, we could really make some trades here. You know what? I don't think I can make any trades until we figure out if Rask is coming to this team or not. Again, for the low elite prospects, don't know what I'm gonna do for them as well. So Calvo Sari accepted and Broyette accepted as well. Those are low elite forwards that we just brought in, which is nice. Is the low elite defenseman still there? Are they also there? 3 of them are still there, so that is not bad. Saad is still there, obviously, although he'll accept tomorrow or the next day. Goalies, has other people offered contracts to Rask? They have. That's not good. Oh, Rask, please come to this team. Please come to us. If he doesn't, that could be really, really bad. Now, as a defenseman, still not a great amount of defensemen we could bring in. Slavin, not a bad top 4 defenseman. Alsner, not a bad top 4 as well. I think I'd rather Slavin, though. Slavin's better offensively. Alsner's better defensively. You know what? We're going to have to sign Slavin then. 4 years, honestly, isn't bad. 4 years, let's give him 5.7 for 4. Yeah, oh yeah, we'll see if he accepts that. Jacob Slavin, all right. So, just offered Slavin a contract. Will we get note? Slavin accepted, all right. Still got to wait a day for Rask, though. Worst case scenario, Rask doesn't sign with us, and he signs somewhere else. If he doesn't sign with us but rejects everybody else, then that would be fine. But come on, Rask, please sign with us. Shit. He rejected and went to Edmonton. That really sucks. Now, I mean, we're going to have to kind of keep Grubauer unless there's any goalies on the block we could bring in. Who we could bring in, dude, I have no idea. Well, I didn't mean to even go to free agency here. Proposed trade, let's see. Is there any starting goalies that we could bring in? Goalies matching the block. Let's see. Anaheim, Arizona, no. Nobody in Boston. Buffalo, no. Calgary, Carolina, Chicago, Colorado, Columbus, Dallas, Detroit, Edmonton, Florida, LA, Minnesota, Montreal, Nashville, New Jersey, New York. They have Lundqvist there. Still on another 4 years of his contract, though. And he's only 83 overall. Was it 83 or 82? I don't know. Pittsburgh, San Jose, St. Louis, Tampa, Toronto. Good prospect goalie, but meh. Vegas, Washington, Winnipeg. Not a starting goaltender around, so that means we would probably have to keep. We are probably gonna have to keep Probably gonna have to keep Grubauer then, and we'll also try and make this trade go through for Barry. So, what to use in this? Skaters. Let's find. Actually, sorry, by defenseman. Let's find Carlson. We will add Gabriel Carlson into this. Not a lot of value. Gravel, you can go. I mean, I could Gravel. Gravel, Carlson, and then we'll go to defenseman again and get Anderson. I do want Anderson. I mean, really, we wouldn't have to use Carlson or Gravel for this trade. And again, wow, Makar really hasn't grown. Only a 79 overall. That's kind of unfortunate. I would have expected him to grow a lot higher than that. Interesting, though. Nobody else I'd like to bring in. I mean, we could bring in Myers, but I don't need Myers if I'm getting Barry, and I already just signed Slavin, so I don't need that. Can we get a second out of them? Let's try this. So Carlson, Gravel, and Anderson for Barry, and a second in this next year's draft. Trade accepted. So Tyson Barrie will now be in our top 2 pair with Drew Doughty. We also didn't have a second or third this year, so glad we made that trade. Then I actually didn't know that. Now, other than that, though, I do not know. I think we'll have to we'll have to sim to the next season and then see what is up and what the lines and what prospects we're going to have down in the AHL. Let's see. Are those prospect low elite defensemen still here? Because if they are, I'm going to sign them. All right, well, I'm going to offer them contracts. If they come to us, that's great. If they don't, that's fine as well. Not that big of a deal, but we're going to start simming to the next season, and then I will leave you guys there. A little bit of, definitely a longer one than usual. Man, I don't remember the last time I've done a 40-minute episode, but, well, Cuff accepted, nice. Celios accepted, and so did Kvasha. So we got all 3 of the low elite defensemen, which will definitely cause some problems of who we may be trading out in this next season, but you know what, guys? That is going to be it from me. Hopefully you all did enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.